Hello everyone, this is Samit Sankanavar. Hope you all are doing great. Today in this video I have brought an important concept through question which would help each and every SSLC student to develop out of the box thinking ability in order to solve any tricky question that may come up in the examination. This concept is going to be on the chapter arithmetic progression. In this video we will discuss how we can combine multiple chapters of your SSLC in order to solve a particular question from arithmetic progression, and we are also going to see the BODMAS rule in this. Let us take up the question. If 7th and 13th terms of an AP are 34 and 64 respectively, then find its 18th term. This question has repeated so many times in the SSLC examination with similar numbers, but it has created a lot of confusion. Let us see how we can go ahead in order to solve this problem. Here in this question, 18th term is asked. In order to find any nth term of an AP, we need at least two parameters, that is first term A and common difference D of the AP. But out of those two, both are not given, and it becomes very difficult to find nth term in such situation. But indirectly he has given 7th term as 34 and 13th term as 64. Now in order to solve this problem, we have to bring the concept from another chapter, that is pair of linear equations in two variables. From that concept we are going to solve this problem in the first part. Second part, then normally applying the AN formula, we are going to find 18th term from the AP chapter. Let us see how we can bring the concept from other chapter here. We know that nth term of any AP can be written as a plus n minus 1 into d. Now 7th term is given here, which I can write it as a7 is equal to a plus 7 minus 1 into d. Therefore a7, that is 7th term, can also be written as a plus 6d, which is equal to 34 as per the given data. Similarly, I can also write 13th term, but before that, this a7, that is equal to a plus 6d equal to 34, I will represent this as equation number 1. Similarly, 13th term can be written as a13 is equal to a plus 13 minus 1 into d, or also I can write it as a plus 12d is equal to 64. This I will represent as equation number 2. Now we have two equations and we have two unknowns here, that is a and d. Now I have told you, if you have not watched my video of a pair of linear equation in two variables detailed revision video, go through that video. Link of that video is provided in this description. Number of variables is equal to number of questions here. So if you want to find value of those variables, number of equations required will be equal to number of variables. Here two variables we have and two equations we have. Therefore by solving these two equations I can easily find A and D. Now you remember one concept here. Whenever you have problem like this from AP chapter, do not go for jumping for solving it by methods like substitution method or any other cross multiplication method of pair of linear equation in two variables chapter, but you can solve this directly by elimination method. How we can eliminate? You can see in the first term A is present, second term is also A is present. If I directly subtract first equation from the second equation, A term will automatically get eliminated. Let us see how we can do that. I am going to subtract here first equation from the second equation. Then we have, remember, whenever we have two different terms that have to be subtracted, always put them inside the bracket. Therefore, first equation I can write it as a plus 12d, that is left side minus left side, right side minus right side of the both equations. A plus 12d of the first equation minus of the second equation minus a plus 6d of the first equation. That should be equal to 64 of the second equation minus 34 of the first equation. So when we solve this, when I open the bracket here, it will give me as a plus 12d minus a minus 6d. You can see when I open the bracket, this plus sign has become minus here, because plus into minus is minus. Now here both a terms get cancelled and 12d minus 6d is equal to 6d, that is equal to 30 here. Therefore I get here answer as d is equal to 5. Now have a habit of this, representing whatever answer you are obtaining inside a box. That will highlight your answer and help the examiner to identify your answer earlier. Now put d is equal to 5 in equation 1. When I do that, I get a plus 6 into 5 is equal to 30. When I further solve it, I get a is equal to 34 minus 30. Therefore, I am obtaining a value as 4. Now, I will represent this a is equal to 4 in box. Now, we have obtained both the required parameters, that is a and d, in order to find 18th term of the AP. Now, this is the end of first part of our question. Now, in the second part, using this a and d, we are going to find the 18th term, as we have been doing in the AP chapter. That is nothing but an is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. In place of an, we are going to write a18. A value we already know, that is 5. N is 18 and minus 1 is 1 minus 1 as it is, and d is going to be 5. When I substitute all the values, I get a18 is equal to 4 plus 7 into 5. Now we are going to learn one more important concept here. Many students make a mistake of adding 17 and 4 then multiplying with 5, which is a wrong method. Here we have to apply Bodmer's rule. What is the Bodmer's rule? Bodmer's rule is a rule when we have multiple operations within an equation, multiple arithmetic operations that we have to perform within a given equation, then in which order we have to go. That is given by the Bodmer's rule. Bodmer's rule means B stands for bracket, means if an equation bracket is present, first we have to solve all the operations present inside the bracket. Then comes O for order. Order means power of, if we have any powers that we have to solve. D for division, M for multiplication, A for addition, S for subtraction. Now you can see in this equation we have two different operations, that is one is addition and one more is multiplication. You can see here one is addition and one more is multiplication. If you first do addition, that is going to be wrong. According to this Bodmer's rule, in the order first comes multiplication, then comes addition. Therefore, first you have to solve multiplication operation, that is 17 into 5. Then you have to go for addition, that is a18 is equal to 4 you have to keep as it is. First finish the multiplication part, that is 17 into 5 is equal to 85. Now you can go for addition, that is 4 plus 85 equal to 89. Therefore, 18th term of this AP is going to be 89. This is an important question which can come for 3 marks, and making mistake in this question is probability is very high. Therefore, understanding of this concept was very important. Therefore, I thought to bring this video. For your reference, the PDF of this presentation is given in the video description, which you can download by clicking on the link provided, and also watch my detailed revision series of arithmetic progression and pair of linear equation in two variables in order to have a quick revision of all your concepts in a very